Let's meet tonight's starting goaltenders presented by Save On Foods. Starting goal for the Penticton Vees is number 1, Will Ingeman, 5'11", 177 pounds out of Plymouth. In 16 games played, he's 11-4 with a 1.59 goals against average and a .932 save percentage. However, he's been pulled twice in this series against Surrey. On the other side, for your Surrey Eagles is number 1, Ajit Gandara, 6'0", 177 pounds out of Richmond. 16 games played, a 2.03 goals against average and a .937 save percentage. He also has 2 goose eggs here in the Fred Page Cup final. Penticton dumps the puck into the attacking zone off the face-off. Game 6 of the finals is underway. Carter Francu goes up to center for Micah Berger. He'll tip that puck in, but he did it from his own side of the red line. However, they're going to say Brown beat Keenan in the race for that loose puck. Micah Berger swings it around to the near side wall, nobody home. There's Sid McNeil. McNeil goes D-to-D. Ty Brassington had to take that one off the skate. Evan Brown's there trying to sweep the puck away. Pichette in on the forecheck. But the Eagles are going to take that one out of harm's way, flipping it down the left wing boards. Nolan Stevenson back into his own zone to pick up. Thomas Pichette gets it past Schwartz, stopped up by McNeil. Now it's Connor Hellier into the attacking zone. He's got Stringer with him. Gives Stringer the puck. He had a break in there. He fell down, and that will be a penalty against Surrey. And this is not the start the Eagles were looking for, as they'll find themselves shorthanded.
Not the quick start that we've seen from the Eagles in games 4 or 5 in terms of discipline. A great rush there. Zach Stringer with some speed, gets hooked a bit. Camp Keith loves those clean and efficient breakouts. That's been one of the main reasons why the Eagles have been successful. So they need to be a bit stronger on the puck. And their Vees are just finding ways to get pucks through to Gandara. Whereas Surrey really hasn't had a clean shot on Ingeman yet to test him.
8:04 gone by here in the first 6-0 are the shots in favor of Penticton. Here comes Ryland Bonkowski breaking the puck out of his own zone. He'll find Evenhouse onto the near. Ante Zlomzik back in front. Bonkowski is denied by Will Ingeman. What a glove save made by number 1 in white.
Well, there's one way to test the goaltender. A 3-on-2 entry that's just clean as a whistle. Passes back and forth. Cross-ice feed from Zlomzik to Bonkowski, who gets a good amount of wood on it, but Ingeman up to the task. As Larry Keenan barrels into Ingeman to try and help him out. Stick taps for Ingeman from his players, well-deserved with that wicked glove save.
Here's Caden Cranston for Ryden Evers. Pops it back to the point for Schwartz. Far side, Brassington. 13 seconds left in the power play. Here's Aaron Schwartz taking the shot. It's blocked by Matthew Biotti. Cranston, half wall Schwartz. Evers back for Schwartz. Aaron Schwartz down to the goal line for Cranston. The puck will roll off his stick. Schwartz gets it back to the point. Brassington, far side. McNeil in front for Cranston. They score! Caden Cranston gives Surrey a 1-0 lead here in Game 6.
And it won't be credited as a power play goal, but it might as well be. Just as Max Heisey came out on the ice, a beautiful passing play, tic-tac-toe. 4 Eagles all get touches on this play. And again, those backdoor tap-ins, the Eagles love to see that. 8th of the playoffs for Caden Cranston, the league MVP. He's now up to 4 points in the finals, and that's his first goal of these finals. Huge goal. Like I said, won't count on the power play, but it might as well be. 1-0.
Now it's McNeil for Oikle. Oikle ahead for Fazio. Fazio sidesteps Del Elche, throws it up the wall. Tanner's after it. Tanner in front. Sam Elliott digs. He is stopped by Will Ingeman. Rebound, they score! Liam Tanner, and it's 2-0 Surrey as Tanner continues to show up for big games.
In the words of Miley Cyrus, he came in like a wrecking ball. Scratch that, a cannonball. What does he do? Go to the net like he always does. Follows up on the play. Great chance for the rookie. Sam Elliott gets stopped by Ingeman, but Ingeman loses his position in the crease. Doesn't know where the puck is. And Tanner just circles around the net like a shark, circling his prey. Finds the loose puck. Bangs it home off the defender and in. Off of Anselmo Rego and in. And it's 2-0. 5 shots on goal. 2 goals for Surrey. Absolutely clinical.
Vees control off the draw, but Evenhouse will strip his man. Here's Fangura onto the near side. Ante Zlomzik Slomazlik centering pass, Fangura shoots, he scores! Jeevan Fangura! And it is 3-0 Eagles.
Pull that bow back and let the arrow fly. Jag Fangura, too much time in the high slot. And he whips it past Will Ingeman, high blocker side. A silencer at the SOEC. Fangura has been at the heartbeat of this Eagles team. Again, one of the most experienced players on this roster. And he's come into the biggest stage of his junior career and made a mark in Game 6. It's 3-0.
Schwartz had a breakaway against an empty net, was tripped by Zach Stringer. Connor Hellier back on the far side wall. He'll take it for a skate behind his own goal. Leaves it there for James Fisher. 2:30 left in the third. 3-0 Surrey in Game 6. Here come the Vees. It's Simone Meyer. His shot goes wide of the goal. Back of the line, Fisher. Fisher winds up, slap shot, stopped by Gadara. Rebound, they score! Connor McPherson. And that'll break Ajit Gandhar's shutout streak of just over 120 minutes. The Vees are on the board with 2:13 left.
And he's made 66, he's faced 66 shots through the last 2 games, and on the 66th shot, the puck goes by him. Connor McPherson being separated from his twin, Ryan McPherson, for tonight. Fred Harbison trying to shake things up, and on the doorstep after a big rebound, puts it home to break the shutout bid and cut the lead down to 2. Connor McPherson was struggling through this series. His first point of this series makes it 3-1.
5 seconds left. For the first time in 11 years, the Surrey Eagles are Fred Page Cup champions! And they storm off the bench, they swarm Ajit Gandhara, and this Surrey team, they've slayed the beast. The Surrey Eagles have finished the story. They are champions in 2024.
For the first time in a decade, the Fred Page Cup is coming back to the Coastal Conference, and for the first time in 11 years, the Fred Page Cup is back at the Nest.
And what a moment for the Surrey Eagles. Cam Keith built this squad from the ground up, from undesirable to undeniable, and now undisputed BCHL champions, the Surrey Eagles.
Defeating a team that not many people thought could be knocked off the top of the throne. Back-to-back champs, Penticton Vees looked for a three-peat, but this scrappy, gutsy, relentless team of Eagles players came through, and you see Micah Berger, one of those later additions, became a heart and soul member of this team, hugging one man who wanted this cup almost as bad as anybody else, and that's Big Nick Johnston, the assistant trainer for the Eagles. This whole team, what can you say about them? Don't forget, they're one of the teams who have one of the lowest numbers of commitments on the entire roster. On paper, it's easy for other teams to brush them aside, but what happens when you play with structure? What happens when you're led by a 2-time Stanley Cup champion, Scott Gomez, and a seasoned coach like Cam Keith? You finish the story, and the Eagles have done that against a team with 4 NHL draft picks, 21 commitments. This Eagles team never said die, and they kept their foot on the gas until the very end.
The lineup for the handshake just now commencing. The Penticton Vees, what an unbelievable run for Fred Harbison and this Penticton Vees squad. They were Fred Page Cup champions in 2022 when they swept the Nanaimo Clippers. They were Fred Page Cup champions in 2023 when they swept the Alberni Valley Bulldogs. But now in 2024, they finally met their match. And the Surrey Eagles, for the first time since 2013, have won the Fred Page Cup.
Please welcome the Commissioner of the BC Hockey League, Stephen Cocker. Before we hang up the big trophy, it's time to recognize the winner of the Jeff Tambellini Trophy for the most valuable player in the BCHL playoffs with 11 goals, 14 assists, and 25 points in 24 games. The winner of the Jeff Tambellini Trophy is, from the Surrey Eagles, number 7, Micah Berger.
And Micah Berger awarded the playoff MVP. He was absolutely sensational here in the Fred Page Cup playoffs. And now, the moment that Surrey has waited for 11 years. Ty Brassington, this is your time. The White Rock native, come and get it.
Let's send it down to BCHL Commissioner Stephen Cocker.
First off, I think the city of Penticton should give it up for their Penticton Vees one more time. And now I'd quickly like to congratulate Ron and TJ Brar for revitalizing the Surrey Eagles program. Cam Keith, incredible job on the Eagles, the Eagles staff, and of course the wonderful players here on a fantastic season. For the first time since 2013, the Fred Page Cup is heading back to Surrey. Captain Ty Brassington, come collect your trophy.
And here comes Captain Brass, the White Rock native. He'll shake the hands, they'll take the pictures. And here we go, Surrey, the moment you've waited for 11 years. Your Surrey Eagles are Fred Page Cup champions again.
Congratulations.